The new addition that Carolina's Healthcare System Blue Ridge is completing is intended to give our community a state-of-the-art facility. We will have large ORs for very sophisticated procedures. We're investing in a lot of new technology, a lot of new equipment that our community is going to benefit from. So this is all the brand new addition.
Wow.
So this door here, and we'll go back into the hospital that way, that door takes you into day surgery. So the prep recovery rooms are just beyond that wall that you see right there. So from here to the next opening and back is all what will be SPD, Sterile Processing Department. So, but right now we're building it out for the temporary OR desk and temporary holding. When we move ORs, we'll actually use future SPD space as some flex space until the end of the project when SPD will come up and be in here. So from here, what you're seeing is this is the OR, and you're technically in like the red area, so the red zone of the OR. Beyond this door, you know, is a clean zone. This is what they're calling the racetrack, so it goes around the outside of the ORs. OR tables just about here. You can see the three big supports in the ceiling. Those will hold the equipment for the digital OR. So you'll have one boom with a big light and a monitor, another boom with an equipment tower and a monitor, and then another boom with a monitor and some additional power outlets in it. Med gas column will come down here, so anesthesia will sit right about here with their machines, Omni cells, and the equipment that they need. In this corner, there's going to be a circulator desk, and it's actually sort of like an L shape, so it'll come like so. So the circulator has direct line of sight of the OR, and they will have a computer workstation, and then they have all the controls for the OR here. On the other side of this desk, if you can imagine, after the surgeon completes his or her case, he or she will be able to come here and do their quick documentation on the procedure, and then they're done. So they don't have to search for a computer to dictate or to do their documentation. It's all here, and then when they're done, they can go to the new surgeon's lounge until their next case. If this is the orthopedic room for spine or something like that, they'll have their big O-arm also in here. So this is about almost double what they have now. A lot of the rooms they have now are like 384, 394, borderline 400 square feet. We will have 5 ORs, so we have 5 now. We will have 5 out here. And then in the renovation phase, we will have a cysto room, endo room, and then also 2 new procedure rooms. Through the OR, this is what will be the sterile corridor. So again, this is huge. This is a true sterile corridor. So all the scrubbing for the procedures are on the outside of the ORs, kind of along that racetrack, and inside the sterile corridor is all their sterile equipment and supplies. So they'll just have shelves upon shelves upon shelves in here of sterile supplies. This is another OR. This is one of the smaller ORs, so it's still huge. It's still very, very, very large.
Do we have a rough target date for when all this will go operational?
So originally, we had expected the end of October 31st, I think. They were actually going to turn this over to us and us move in the first week of November. With all of the changes to the stair, we will experience a slight delay, so I'm saying November. Right now, the schedule looked like mid-November. So these are our packy bays. You can kind of see the med gases coming down the walls right now. We have 10 bays around the exterior of this wall, and then we have an 11th bay, which is our isolation room. So there'll be cubicle curtains between, so they'll have a lot more elbow room than they do currently. And then we have one corner packy bay that's going to have a lift, so the staff will be able to have some even additional space over there. And then from here in the future, once we're complete with construction, just beyond there where you see the Tyvek, that is outpatient surgery right now. So there are 2 rooms in outpatient surgery that we will actually lose. That'll become a corridor. So While we're working on the new day surgery center, patients will still come in the same way that they always do. That will never change. But now they will get prepped for their outpatient procedures in prep recovery. They will go back into the OR, come out through PACU, and then back into prep recovery through there.